Yo, what's going on guys, Arekkz here and welcome back to another Division video. And in today's video, I'm going to answer a question that I've seen quite a lot in the comments, on Twitter and even on Reddit. How does loot work? And what I mean by that is the whole public-private thing, what can I see, what can't I see, what's shared, what's my own, all that jazz. If you have ever had a question about how loot is distributed both outside and inside the Dark Zone, then look no further, because this will answer all your questions. And if you do find this useful and you do enjoy this video, then a like would be super appreciated. Be sure to share this video with anyone you know that has questions about this topic, and also comment down below if you have any yourself. So, to begin with, loot in the Division is split into two different categories: private and public. Private loot is loot that only you can see. Nobody else, not your fellow teammates, your friends, enemy players, nobody but you can see this. Public loot, on the other hand, is the opposite. Public loot can be seen by everyone, and as a result, the first person to pick it up gets it. So it really is first come, first serve. But the question remains, where do these different loot types occur? Well, starting with the most basic, outside the Dark Zone, i.e. in the PvE open world, every piece of loot you see is private. Whether you're killing enemies in missions, looting houses, chests, helping civilians, if you're outside the Dark Zone, then all loot you see is private, meaning it is yours and yours alone. However, when you enter the Dark Zone, things get a little more complicated. To begin with, if you kill AI enemies, i.e. rioters, cleaners, and eventually Rikers and LMB soldiers, those enemy types drop private loot. Again, meaning that only you will be able to see and collect it, and your teammates will get their own respective loot. If, on the other hand, you kill other players in the Dark Zone and they're carrying loot, whether they're neutral or whether they're rogue, any loot they drop and you can see is public, which again means it's open to anyone. So if they drop a super sweet cosmetic item, or maybe once the game comes out a superior weapon, or maybe even a high-end weapon, you better rush to it before someone else steals it. However, that's not quite the end of it. As a super quick recap, any loot you collect in the Dark Zone is considered contaminated, and will go into this little yellow bag on your back. And as you should know by now, if you are killed while carrying loot, you drop it. But the observant ones out there might have noticed this. Sometimes when you drop loot, it's split into private and public groups. And of course, given what we now know, that simply means that players can see and steal the public stuff, while they won't be able to see or steal the private stuff. And if you've noticed this, you're probably wondering what causes it. I mean, why is it that when I'm killed, sometimes everything is public, while other times only some of it is? And the answer, my friends, is to do with your rogue rank. Put simply, the severity of your rogue status dictates the public-private split. As a super quick reminder, in the full game, once you've unlocked the relevant perks, your Dark Zone inventory will be 9 slots and not 6. So if we assume for a second that you're carrying a full bag of 9 contaminated items, the split works like this. If you're a neutral player and you're killed, you will drop 3 public items and 6 private items, meaning people can steal from you, but the majority of your items will be safe given that you are neutral, so you can return to your body on respawn and collect what's left. If you're killed at Rogue Rank 0, you'll drop 4 public items and 5 private items. Rogue Rank 1, you'll drop 5 public items and 4 private items. Pretty sure you can see where this is going now. Rogue Rank 2, you'll drop 6 public items and 3 private items. Rank 3, 7 public items and 2 private items. Rank 4, 8 public items and 1 private item. And finally, Rogue Rank 5, everything you drop is public. That's a possible total of 9 items. So in short, the more rogue you are, the more you lose. But on the flip side, if you are a friendly player minding your own business and some rogues decide to pick on you, you can at least return to your location where you were previously killed and collect most of your loot. Not all of it, but most of it. And that, my friends, is how loot in the Division works, and what causes private and public loot to be dropped. And as for what is exactly determined public and private in your bag, well, that appears to be random. Now, if you guys do have any more questions, then by all means let me know down below. But aside from that, hopefully that's cleared things up. If you did enjoy the video, then it would be super awesome if you could leave a like. And thanks for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.